The Seraphic rod. This legendary rod is the best rod in the game. And what are the best steps and ways on getting this rod and using this rod for yourself to maximize it? And pretty much everyone that I've talked to that have used this rod, they say it feels like exploiting. Like it almost feels unfair. But I mean, if you know life the game, you gotta have some type of reward, right? First, it was the no life rod, which these rods are very similar. The Seraphic rod and the no life rod are almost identical in some of the ways that you go about unlocking them. But one thing is for sure, guys. Basically, what I wanted to touch on is actually I don't have my diving gear. I'm gonna die. Hold up. Dude, I wasn't expecting to die right there. Okay, let me get my diving gear on. I just spawned in, and I don't have that equipped. So yeah, let's make sure we have our essential pieces equipped in here, and I'm going to go over some tips and tricks for money making and XP farming in this video as well, because obviously this rod has a lot to do with that if you want to unlock this rod, which we're all going to go into here very soon. Let me get my little super flippers on here. Sorry guys, you got to watch me change here. This is embarrassing for me as just as it is for you, okay? Jesus. All right, now let's go ahead and head down. Now, basically where I'm headed now is down into the Kraken pool. Now, the Kraken pool has been my favorite spot just to kind of well, one, wait on a Kraken to spawn, but also just sit there and farm some of the rare fish that you can get in the Kraken pool. It actually is very nice, and back-to-back with a good bait and rod, you can actually pull, especially during an Aurora or even just ×2 luck on the server. Like, you can actually really benefit from fishing here, guys. So I say don't underestimate the Kraken pool, because at one point I was like, you know, it's just a Kraken pool, it's no big deal. Also, the Kraken pool, not only are you going to be able to fill out your bestiary and stuff really quickly, there's a lot of good things to catch down here. I really recommend the Kraken pool. Definitely if you need a change of pace from the Grand Reef or the summit at or the canal at Northern Expedition. But the Seraphic rod is only obtainable by hitting level 1000. If you didn't already know that by now you do. But we need to go into every detail about this rod and the best enchantment I recommend for this rod as well upon getting it. Now, you might be like, oh, well, dude, you're level 200. Why am I going to listen to a level 200 that doesn't even have the Seraphic rod? Dude, I do videos on this game. I like to provide you guys with tips and tricks, and I got multiple friends at level 1000, and they have the Seraphic rod, okay? And they tell me a lot about it, okay? And I get jealous, but that be the case, you know, me alongside a lot of you guys are ranking up. You want to know how to get this rod. You want to know a little bit about the rod. You want to know what my friends told me to tell you that is the best enchantments for this rod. Well, that's why this video is here. A lot of my friends that play this game, they do not do videos. They just play the game. They just like the game, all right? So the Seraphic rod is now been titled the best rod in the entire game. As of right now, this is the best rod all around spec-wise in the entire game, and you get it at the new level cap, which is 1000. Now, it has the highest control in the game, alongside with the highest lure speed and almost an instant catch. This thing is going to be the most insane thing ever. But think about it, guys. If you get to level 1000 and get this rod, I mean, it's going to be fun. It's probably going to be your go-to rod. I mean, it looks like a biblically accurate angel, or what people believe to be depicted as one, right? So that be the case, though. The lure speed is a total of 95 on this rod. The luck is 150%. The control is 0.3. The resilience is 20, and the KG is infinite. So, you know, honestly, though, the thing is about this rod, considering it's supposed to be the best, the resilience is like mediocre, though. It's kind of weird. But it does have passive things equipped to the rod. So that be the case, you know, the Heaven's rod and the Seraphic rod are going to be a cool combo to just have, you know. But the Seraphic rod casts a divine judgment, similar to the Voyager's rod orbital cannon. After a few seconds, ooh, look, see, guys, I'll be pulling this stuff here. Like, this is like a Kraken. No, this might be the Cthulhu-looking thing. Hold up, I don't know, dude. There's so many new fish in this update. Like, I'm trying to memorize them all, but like, it's actually insane. So, yeah, I only use the Heavens right now. Using Rod of the Depths down here is like asking just to mess. It's just asking for problems. But yeah, after a few seconds, the passive is activated and fills up the progress bar in an instant, essentially bypassing negative progress speeds due to its flashiness. Like spikes can occur. So it has a passive ability that basically speeds up the progress bar instantly, which is pretty darn cool. And it doesn't require anything to activate the passive. Now, here's what people are enchanting with this thing, okay? This is what people are going to for the enchantments on this rod. Quantum. Dude, I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking about taking my Heaven's Rod and putting Quantum on it. Now, I know, dude, Hasty is a good, but Exalted Relics are pulling through sometimes, guys. The Exalted Relics are really pulling through sometimes. And with that Quantum enchantment, like, dude, 20% Quantum mutation with the Heaven's Rod, like, it's just insane, right? For everything that you could need for money making and everything. And of course, we know one of the best money making in the games is the Auric Rod, but getting the Auric Rod is so darn hard that it's just like unbelievable, right? But yeah, so that be the case though. Once you get a level 1,000, you will unlock the Seraphic Rod. Now, honestly, if you guys are watching this, you're like, dude, I'm never gonna get that rod. Do not worry. I mean, guys, honestly, this rod is good, but it's not the end-all be-all rod. I mean, it's a wonderful rod. It's so darn cool, but, you know, in due time, if you get to level 1,000, you would get the rod, but honestly, before that, even if you have the Heaven's Rod, the Heaven's Rod is still one of the best in the game, in my opinion, and it's a rod that you're never going to go wrong with. So I would say, you know, work your way up in steps. Get the Heaven's Rod, keep grinding, you know, get your no-life rod, and then get your Seraphic Rod after that, and you should be on the block, happy, you know, fishing away your life continuously, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. But, yeah, so best enchantments for the Seraphic Rod. If you're watching this as a veteran player, I've been recommended Quantum enchantment, or the Clever enchantment, right? So the Clever enchantment, you know, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Not the Clever enchantment, but the Quantum for sure, guys. You could put like some other stuff on this, but I think Quantum or Immortal is really going to be the enchantments you want in all, okay? So Quantum or Immortal for sure on this rod. And basically, ultimately, guys, the Atlantis update has been full of all kinds of stuff, and obviously, someone said they caught 5 Krakens. 5 Krakens? Did someone say 5 Krakens? Private server in Sundial. Oh, people just go to private servers. I got 6. Okay, guys, there's a Kraken technique that people are saying. They go to private servers and use sundials and just get 6 Krakens back to back. Honestly, not a bad strategy, dude. Go buy like 1,000 sundial and just come here, and then you could just like do that. But guys, I need to touch on a few money making methods real quick at the end of this video. The best money making methods. I'm at the Kraken pool, which I've been using. You make all right money here, but nothing crazy. But the Grand Reef is still king. And I still recommend the Grand Reef Rotted Depths for XP farming, but a Quantum enchantment on maybe a Heaven's Rod, or use the Auric Rod, and that is going to be your best money-making method at the moment. Or, I mean, not money-making method, but, well, yes, money-making and XP method. So, yeah, XP, obviously, you want Clever on your rod. But, yeah, with that aside, I will see you guys in the next one. It looks like we might be getting a Kraken soon.